Hello you guys, and welcome back to another episode of You Ain't Wrong podcast, because you guys know here there is no wrong or right, only a perception. So thank you guys for tuning in with us again, and let's get into these topics. So today I wanted to talk about the Tennessee governor, like Bill Lee. He wanted to stop the abortion pills, right? So I'm like so tired of, I don't know, because you know, like on the board or Senate or whatever, they're probably like women and men at the end of the day. And I do get like the concept to where, like, if you're just shipping abortion pills out, of course I'm pretty sure they had to have like a consultation online or whatever the case is. But it's just like, I'm pretty sure they didn't give them out like vitamins, you know? Ooh. I'm pretty sure they just didn't give them out like vitamins. So at the end of the day, there definitely was like a conversation. And please just stop trying to tell women what to do with their bodies. It's annoying. If we don't want no kids, not me as in me and you, but I don't. But like, if people don't want no kids and want to do that, like, let them do that. Like, stop trying to tell people, like, they're not going to, like, so say for instance, like when, I think the guys, like birth control, that'd be great. I hope they got that cleared. I saw something about it, but then I didn't check back up on it. But like if the guy's birth control like comes along or whatever the case is, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be trying to give them out like at Skittles at the doctor's office. Story time. So I remember one day, I was maybe like 22, 21. I had went to the doctor's, right? And I'm like, oh, I'd rather take proper precautions during sexual encounterments so I don't get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So my doctor like definitely tried to force me. I don't know if this is illegal or not, but how I remember it, he was like, are you on birth control? Because every time you go to the doctor, like, I don't even think I went in there for like female things. I went in there because I was sick. So he just asked me, was you on birth control? It seemed like every time you go to the doctor emergency room, they always ask you, well, do you think you're pregnant? No, stop wishing that up on me. But basically, like the lady, she was about to put like an IUD in my arm because he ordered it. And I'm just like, no, I told him I didn't want that. So I hope you guys do that to the guys too. If anybody has any similar experiences, you can tell me in the comments. And I definitely want to know if somebody had like similar experience to that, because I was shocked. I called my mom and I was just like, that was some fuck shit, okay? Because this doctor dead ass tried to get me on like birth control, and I told him I didn't want it. I was upset. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is shout out to the fellow Tauruses. Yes, and I want to wish my best Taurus ever. And I don't know if he's my favorite Taurus because I love him, or if he's my favorite Taurus just because, like, at the end of the day, everybody should know who we talking about. Woo! Chris Brown. His birthday was the 5th, and so was mine. You know, so most of the time he be acting up in the media. I kind of understand where he coming from when he be flipping the fuck out sometimes. But then he just want to do his own thing and be happy. Just don't fuck with him. Also, today is like Mother's Day as well. So he had definitely made a post saying thank you to his 3 baby mamas, you know, gorgeous women. And he called them a tribe. Now, I don't think that was wrong. Hopefully, it seems like, I don't know, he is paid. He is Chris Brown. But he keeps them, like, at a level to where they're, like not bickering with each other. They probably letting the kids go see each other, having play dates and stuff. Chris Brown is that guy. Happy birthday. Definitely for the healthy, takes a village to raise a kids, because you never know, your kids could be like cool with like your new girlfriend or whatever, and then it's not like bitter baby mama stuff. I hate that, especially within the black community. I'm gonna say it because it's more so there than here. Okay, everybody, public announcement, PSA. I love BMF, right? I love BMF. And I'm also from Flint, so I should know about more BMF stuff than I actually do. But go back to the previous episodes. I don't listen to rap music. I don't even know who was a part of BMF. But with it, I knew who it was, like, the name BMF rung alarm. I never knew the story. Shout out to 50 Cent till he put it on Stars. And that probably ain't even a true story. A lot of that is for entertainment or fabricated. You know, free him, free Big Meech. What I did not notice was that was his son who was playing that. That's Baby Meech playing Big Meech. You feel me? So I was thinking, like, in the episode, mind you, today is Mother's Day. In the episode, like, where he went into the house and the baby mama was like, him and the baby mama got it on, and then the baby she put her down, you feel me? She had put her down, and then they had went in the room, then she kicked them out afterwards. So basically that was like him reenacting like the situation with his mom. So that was super cool. That was like a brain blurb. And how did I even come across that? I don't know. I think I was looking at his Instagram and I was like, bro, that's really your dad. Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent because he did that. Oh, and then I was scrolling through Little Big Meech, whatever you want to call him, scrolling through his Instagram. It was so funny. I laughed to myself. I chuckled. I chuckled to myself earlier because he's like taking like regular hood nigga poses from Detroit, you know? Atlanta based, so niggas take pictures down here. They be posing and shit. Meanwhile, like up north, niggas just hit a pose. You feel me? They just look at the camera. They don't be posing like that. But I thought that was pretty cool. I was real excited when I saw that, or whatever the case is. So, speaking of black men, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. I thought he was pretty entertaining. Shoot me or not, but don't shoot me, but shoot me or not, but I honestly felt like Kevin Samuels, like, I feel like, and I'm gonna say it. Let me reposition myself. Y'all like the Fashion Nova basic bitch fit? You Fashion Nova hoe. You remember up on Insecure where she was like, you Fashion Nova hoe? I definitely am one of them. I love Fashion Nova. But at the end of the day, I think Kevin Samuels, like, he was kind of rude. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like we are living in a generation where it needs fixing. And I don't know what his intentions was, but I do feel like it's important to point out certain eras, especially where there's growth. Because a lot of people is walking around here thinking that they need this. I might be one of them. Who knows? I'm not judging. But they don't really got no core values, if that makes sense. Our community really don't know how to fucking act. The women don't know how to act like women no more. Everybody half-stepping with each other in the black community, in my opinion. Don't shoot me, okay? Well, it's a good percentage of us out here. Like, I think a lot of people learned how to, in my personal opinion, like a lot of people learned how to be in relationships. I remember when I was like early 20s, like, guys basically learned how to be men off internet. People communicate like as if we're on Twitter, like, you get what I'm saying? So basically, like, we already have like this false representation of what a relationship is or how we should view it. I don't know. I just think the internet teaching people. So you got our people from our grandmothers, our aunties and stuff like that trying to teach us stuff, but it's very much toxic. I would say the best advice for me in that situation, try to unlearn everything that everybody has taught you, especially if you don't want their life. I'm sorry. I would unlearn it, honestly. People like, oh, you should treat a woman this way. You should treat a man this way. Like, okay, and how good has that gotten you? Sorry, mom. Sorry, aunties. I say that all the time, but whatever the case is, I just think we should do better as a unit. And I know for a fact, like, a lot of like the communication issues and like a lot of the problems that people go through and like relationships, it starts with self. And like, only watched like 2 videos of his, so I didn't know directly his content, but at the end of the day, he was pointing out the obvious. You feel me? Like, he was eating people up. He was eating you hoes up, whoever got on them lies. But RIP to him. I definitely don't agree with the TikToks and it was one on there saying like how I'm looking at Kevin Samuels' grave. I think nobody should die. You know, I think that's very insensitive to like put on the internet. Regardless of the fact what he said, you know, I don't think he necessarily like the black women community. I'm sorry, but I don't think he definitely disliked us. I just feel like we were his audience at the end of the day. He is a black man and he's just trying to, which attracted black women as audience. Sorry, because if that was a white man, we really wouldn't care what he got to say. I don't know. So recently I heard that Mary J. Blige is going to have her own day in Atlanta. Woo! Shout out to Mary J. Blige. I love Mary J. Blige. Y'all always love, like, Mary J. Blige and like Toni Braxton is like staples. Well, I don't know. Why do Mary J. Okay, I know why those two go hand in hand. Even if it doesn't. My auntie Barbara, she like loves like childhood songs. It was like that You're Making Me High video and like not gonna cry like 10 times throughout the day. So shout out to Mary J. Blige. Yay. We love seeing black women welcome for their services. She definitely is a staple for us, for sure. So yeah, so let's get into whether they wrong or right, but we know ain't nobody wrong, period. So I want to talk about like Ray J and Kim Kardashian, because we already know about the infamous sex tape. Infamous sex tape, or whatever the case is. So I guess on like, you know, I love their look. I love like what they stand for as women. They women who get money, whether they do what they do to whatever the case is. I love Kylie. I love Kim. Like, those are my besties. But okay, so the infamous sex tape with Ray J, which pretty much led their family to this path of wealth. There's a lot of discrepancies. Like, oh my gosh, like, Kim Kardashian, you stay with a black man and just using him for clout. Now, I don't know about that. That ain't none of my business. Everybody likes what they like, and I'm not mad about it. But I guess in the episode, like, they had said something to the effects of, like, Kanye got the original sex tape back from, I guess, Ray J, maybe. I'm not sure. Go check that out somewhere else. Don't know. But got the original sex tape. I guess she had made, like, a big deal on the internet. You know, like, oh my gosh, thank you, Kanye. I love you, Kanye. You're the father of my kids, and I just love you, and you just do this great stuff and shit like that. And then Ray J came out like, all that was planned by you and your mama. Shout out to Chris. I love my mama. I can't replace her. But I need a mama like Chris. Chris, she be having stuff up her sleeve. And I also saw a post that was so funny, because it was like, the Kardashians gonna be African in like 30 years. Like, they gonna go from, what is they, I just snatched my earring out, y'all. If they gonna go from basically whatever they are, whatever race they are, wherever they from, to like being like pure black. But I see it, like, I see it with some good hair though, so we'll be fine. They'll be fine. So yeah, and then Ray J came out like, baby girl, let me get you together. Like, no, you and your mama planned that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all planned it. We all schemed together. That's what we did. We made our money. You went up. I got my little cut. You feel me? And Ray J was just like, oh, something about where he just felt like he was pointed out as the victim. Or I think I never watched the porn. I should go back and watch it. Because it should still be on. I want to watch the Tommy Lee and Pam. Oh, I gotta catch that up. I love that show on Netflix. But anyways, so yeah, Ray J was pretty upset. He said he was tired of staying quiet. Yeah. So that's just about it. Ray J said that wasn't true. It wasn't true. Stop lying. Stop lying on me for clout. Like, cause my kids gonna see that. I think she was sleeping. He kind of like started pooping, not pooping, I wouldn't say pooping, popping her, whatever the case is, quote unquote. And he wasn't with that. He was like, it's giving very much I don't know. It's giving I'm taking it while you sleep vibes, and I got kids, so that's not about to go down. So calm down, Kim, calm down. He had leaked like all the text messages and stuff. It was like real messy, but at least somebody, because even if that's what they doing, like I don't know. They ain't wrong, but they is kind of, you know, but they have everybody got their own reasons for how they operate their life. So at the end of the day, Ray J was down with the sex tape. Sorry. You can't, but I also read something like she was married for like 4 years and she claimed somebody had was off like an E-pill or something. I don't know what the pill was, but it's like, girl, you was married to him for a couple years. Like, you be reaching. Kim be reaching. Still love her though. She do be reaching. So. And then I also wanted to talk about Tyrese. My mom loves Tyrese. She loves him. She loves Tyrese, David Banner. David Banner is cute though. He is. He's a very nice, intelligent. I love, like back then when like the song Play came out, disgusting. I was saying like my mama didn't let us listen to like rap music or whatever, but we heard that in the car, and as I listened to it as an adult, that song is disgusting. It is. It's very much explicit. I didn't know he was talking about it. I just know he wanted to play with something as a little kid, you know? But that was the energy, like, I don't know. Oh, I was thinking of Petey Pablo. I was about to say Raise Up North Carolina. But whatever the case is, whatever like super hype song David Banner, I always listen to him as that. And then like over the years, I just been like catching like other podcasts and like interviews with him just speaking. And it's just like, it's a breath of fresh air. He needs to, I'm pretty sure, I think he did say he had like seminars and stuff, but he needs to do that. That'd be great. Love David Banner. Was kind of scared of you when you was little. When I was little. When you was little too, because it's like so many years later. But let's talk about Tyrese. And recently he cried over his mom because he got his mom's ashes back. And people were like laughing at him and stuff like that just because like he was crying. Probably tears of joy, probably like tears of happiness, sadness, or whatever the case is. I just thought it was kind of wrong. People were saying what they were saying in the comments, because why y'all gotta do all of that? You don't have to. And then that led me to believe like, so are men's emotions just not valid to us no more? Like they can't express themselves. Like we're all human beings at the end of the day. And it just kind of left a sickening feeling. Like he's a grown man. Like I'm pretty sure he's not crying for no reason. He's not crying because he got a new single coming out. He's just expressing himself, and he kind of like wanted to share a piece of it with his fan base, and people wanted to make funny. They wanted to make fun of him about it, and I was highly upset. And I'm just like, that's not okay. Because some of his fans, like, maybe people could relate to that. Like, you never know until you lost your mom, and then so many years later somebody gives you a piece of her. In this case, he literally got a piece of her, and you know, it's probably overwhelming to him at the time. But as it relates back to like black men, I think, not black men, we won't single it out, I'm sorry, not only black men, but as it relates to men, like we need to be open to them more so expressing their emotions within reason, okay? Because I be running into some, child. I run into some people who just, okay, so once upon a time, it wasn't once upon a time, it's like 2 years ago, this girl, I was talking to her at the bar, and then she was like, I just be crying. And I'm like, dang. Because sometimes I be playing too much with men or whatever the case is. And I do, but sometimes like now they really be hurting my feelings. So I don't know if that initial cry, it just cracked open like, yeah, niggas be able to make you cry. I never had that experience, but I've been crying a lot more lately. I have. So, but when it relates to men, like men, you know, I feel like it's a way like you should, how to say it, express your emotions freely. But I want everybody as a unit to like express their emotions when they're in the right state of mind. 90% of the time, you know, because when you crying and you got, you know, when you're doing all that, you really can't understand you. So at the end of the day, yeah, I want everybody to be free to express themselves, and that's just about it. Shout out to Tyrese. I loved your video. I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that. Not necessarily ashes, but just like pictures and memories. As a fan, I appreciated you sharing that moment. Shout out to Tyrese. So another thing that this is not a topic whatsoever, but we ain't wrong, okay? So shout out to Shavante. She is definitely inspired this, you know. I should never said the name. Okay, fuck it. So I'll tell you guys the outline. So we're at a point in our life where like a lot of people is like calling us selfish, you know. And I admit I'm very much here. I'm selfish, probably like from like 95% of the men I talk to. But you know what I really think is selfish? Do you want to know? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. What I think is selfish is when somebody calls you selfish for not putting them first. Ain't that some fuck shit? So you want me to care about you more than I care about me. So however I'm feeling or whatever, sorry, okay. So however I'm feeling, however my emotions is for the day, you come in with some fuck shit, automatically you want me to attend to what you got going on. And I couldn't even take the time out to, you know what I'm saying? No. It'd be very weird how people be wanting you to operate, giving their fucks first. You feel me? Like, that's so fucked up. And if you fuck with me, just know I'ma fuck with you, but I'm always gonna come first. And I'm not saying that in a devious or schemeish type of way, but you gotta know, like, on that part, we'll touch that, everybody's always gonna do what they think is best for them. Let's start that out. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I go to the extent of like other people go to just do selfish shit, go out the way to do selfish shit for other people, not really. But if I'm having a day I don't want to talk, or maybe if I don't want to do something, or maybe I don't want to talk about what you want to talk about right now because maybe I mentally can't deal with that because I'm already going through something, I think you should respect it. I think everybody should get boundaries, and I think they should, and I'm working on that, and I ain't wrong, period. But I'm working on that, like creating more boundaries with myself and like everybody around me, for real, especially like with the people that I'm friends with or whatever the case is. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to tell y'all. So you guys, like, let me know what you think about who calls you selfish and why. I was also listening to something the other day, and there was like the people who call you selfish are the people who train you to put them first. That was deep. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if y'all got that. I'll say it again for the bitches in the back. So the people, oh jeez, I think whatever, I hope it ain't COVID. Okay, so let me restate that. The people who train you are usually the ones who train you to put them first. Those are the people who call you selfish. That hit harder than anything, because people will literally sit up there to try to train you to be everything that they want. But at the end of the day, you already supposed to be everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just addition to your happiness. And I believe that. No, my job business. But I was talking to somebody like a couple months ago, and they literally told me, you don't try to make me happy. I'll repeat it for the bitches in the back. They said that I do not try to make them happy. Wait, what? You don't make me happy, sir. I come happy with or without you. You know, I really do. Like, sometimes I have my off days, or whatever the case is, but I'm happy without you. And when I'm saying that, is not a stab. Like, the people who think that is a stab are the people who probably training other people to make them happy, to do what they want them to do so they can control them like little puppets. Okay? We'll never give you any problem without solution. So my solution is, everybody individually makes them own self happy. They deal with their emotions. They try to deal with your emotions first. You're being yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do that. Figure out what makes you happy. What do you like? Have that feeling that you're just fulfilled doing this. You get what I'm saying? Figure that out. Don't be looking for nobody for happiness, because soon somebody say like, oh, if I'm dating somebody, oh, I'm just looking for somebody to make me happy, just be in my life. Not it. You supposed to be happy without me. You are. Because if we two happy people that come together, it's gonna be like boom. You know? I don't have to deal with the pressure of you being depressed and me consistently trying to make you happy. Why would you even want that on another person? You know? And the crazy part about it is, like, the people who expect that don't even know what to make them happy. You gonna be trained every couple months to what they thinking to make them happy. So the first 3 months is like breakfast. Had 2 times a day. I want you to give me a gift and us go out to dinner. The next 3 months it's gonna change, cause that didn't total up to making them feel good. So if you want to be that person that keep running around like a dog with the tail, go ahead like that. I'm not a part of that. I'm not. Yeah, I stopped talking to him because I wasn't about to make him happy. You should just be happy. You know what I'm saying? You feel the vibes. You feel me? No. Ugh, child. Yeah, so that was just that on period. And he had the audacity to say that. And I'm just looking like, okay, this is great. Another one of those. Make yourselves happy. And then whoever you'll be with, they'll be happy being around you because you happy, and then they already happy. And y'all just gonna have a great time. You feel me? Versus like, I'm happy, you're depressed. You want me to make you happy, but at the same time, you feel like you want to tell me this terrible shit. You want to tell me about your terrible day. So I can be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. To make that, meanwhile, you're vividly placing your horrible day in my picture. Now I'm feeling these emotions that you already felt. So you want me there. I don't let people do that to me no more. I stop them. I don't like your conversation. I change it. How about those Cheerios? You know, I start doing off the wall shit like that. Or else I just like tune them out, start thinking about something else. Like, you're not about to put that on me. And people who honestly love you, they'll be careful what they bring to you. And I'm not just talking about that in the 2020 way, you know. They'll be careful of the energy that they bring to you at the end of the day. Not saying you should have to deal with everything by yourself, but if like 90% of your conversation with a person is depressing or them complaining, like they just got lively worries, you might want to cut that short. Because you'll end up feeling sorry for them more than they feeling sorry for themselves. Because if they was feeling sorry for themselves, they would have been there and changed it. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, period. And I ain't wrong. They ain't wrong neither. Because sometimes it just takes certain levels. Sometimes people be like, oh, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. Low-key, you're not even ready to be happy. You're not. It's okay. You like being sad, you know? Like, fuck. That's just how I think. I ain't wrong. Period. Okay. I ain't wrong. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels, okay? And we also want to make sure Jada Waiter is still going strong. My sister, love her. Yeah, and I just feel like I just been up to, you know, working, trying to be consistent. Me and my boo been arguing a lot. It's been real ghetto, but he's ghetto at the end of the day. Sometimes that's what I'm saying. Leave comments below. Like, sometimes you go into certain situations and you're gonna be like, and since I got a little bit older, like when I was dating, like early 20s, I just felt like I always had men with kids. Now I just be like, that is the ghetto. I'm sorry, I ain't got no kids. I'm out here happy every day, free, dangling. You dealing with, ooh, it's giving venting. I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Leave it in the comments because I will tell y'all. Made me mad. Not today, Mother's Day. You know what that means. Child. Okay, but we're gonna go ahead and close this video out. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to another episode of You Ain't Wrong podcast, because we know we ain't wrong over here or right. We just know that there's a perception and everyone has one. So thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you go and add our Instagram at You Ain't Wrong podcast, period. Okay, we're gonna start going like live and stuff like that, so it's really gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can like ask. I don't know, we ain't nobody ask questions, but if y'all want to like, you just want to vibe with a couple people, with the viewers that we have, you know. But I was looking at the stats the other day, and like a lot of people be watching it like everywhere. So that's like, I think the United States had like 60%, but it was like people in China was watching. I'm like, y'all got the subtitles on and stuff. I feel loved. But okay, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you go watch the previous video. We're gonna definitely be more consistent, so you have a little bit more uploading and a little bit more fun. Make sure you be like, you ain't wrong, you ain't wrong. That's how me and my friend Gabby used to say it, period. So you have a nice day.